Oh, yeah, WPRN. You've been listening to an hour's worth of AC/DC, and now in studio with me, let me get my levels up here, right, is Fred and Patty Chandler from 4X. How y'all doing today?
Wonderful.
All right, you guys are going to be right up on them mics.
It's nice and cool.
In the side of it. Hold on. Let's pick this sucker up. There we go. Yeah. Doing okay?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Oz?
I'm doing good, baby. Doing good. Now, normally we do nothing but original artists here, but local musicians are local musicians, and that's what we here at the Party Pirate are here to support. So today you get the honor of being the first quote-unquote cover band in here with us, and we're going to be playing some tunes and talking with you. Now, let's go ahead and start, Fred, by showing some love out to your other bandmates.
Well, of course, out to
you got to pull it in. You got
Jennifer and Alvaro, who have been with me since the beginning, and our new band member Nelson Serrano, who is going to come back to practice tonight after an injury. So,
well, I hope he didn't hurt himself too bad.
Nah, not too bad. He's going to make it to practice.
Yeah. Now, you guys are going to be here Saturday night.
Yes.
And we're going to find out. We're going to listen and check you out. But I know you got other gigs. Mm-hmm. So, Patty, why don't you tell us a couple of them anyway until we get started here.
Sure, you got it. I'm Patty Chandler, and I am the band manager for 4X. I have been very, very busy going out, introducing the band to local venues, a couple of private parties. In July, we're going to be at the Village Pub on July 11th, and that's in Newport Richey. On July 12th, we're going to be at Rock Harley Saloon in Land O'Lakes. July 18th, Friday, we will be at Ukuleles, 8 to 12, party on the porch there.
Yeah.
On July 19th, we're going to be at Seaside Inn down in Newport Richey. Then we have an away gig down in Swanee Valley, so we're going on a road trip.
Ain't nothing wrong with a road trip.
Yeah, that'll be cool because I'll be playing banjo and dobro and violin and cello and things for that. It's more of an acoustic gig, so we're going to go completely unplugged.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we do that too.
Well, we're going to get started. Now, you and I were talking, Fred, off air, and this first one, now all of these are coming out off of YouTube, but this first one, you picked a song that is actually one of my favorite songs, and I already said, we've talked about it, being a original artist, it's hard to get some people in because they don't know who you are and what you're playing.
Right.
But to do covers, you got to get them right, otherwise people know.
It's both on both ends, absolutely. You got to do originals better than a cover band because you got to present yourself that way, and to do covers too because people are familiar with them. You want to do them justice. You don't want to just slop your way through it. You want to be, perceived as good as the guy that they love.
Well, and you set yourself up for a hell of a task, Mr. Robin Trower. That man is a guitarist from hell.
Yes, and I love James Dewar. The singer for Robin Trower was the magic. That was the magic voice, and that's just as hard to get.
So we're going to get it going, guys. A little Bridge of Sighs coming to you from 4X, Mr. Fred Chandler. They're going to be here Saturday night.
Sun don't shine, clouds don't move, the tide's out, the water's
Robin Trower coming to you from 4X.
by Robin Trower.
Not bad, brother. Not bad at all.
I think that was our first time playing it now, so we had
Now-
better versions of it since that point, obviously.
Now, we've had people online asking whether you're going to bring the violin Saturday night when you come up. And you say, yeah, you're going to bring it. So,
Absolutely.
and what songs are you using the violin in?
Dreams, Joey by Concrete Blonde. And also, too, I'm adding it to an original that we're going to do tonight. And we'll have 4 originals by Saturday, actually.
All right, cool.
Tonight is our night to put the finishing touches on the 4 originals that we're bringing in.
Oh, and actually, we got one of them here that we're going to play in a few minutes.
There we go.
Now, the two of you are newlyweds.
Yes, we are.
Only been married since August of last year.
Right. August 11th was my 50th birthday, and that's what he gave me was a husband.
Cheap gift.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to give her socks.
Yeah,
It's just too expensive.
Yeah, you're better off because you're still breathing now. With socks, who knows? And how long? The band's only been together since
About a month and a half now.
About a month and a half.
Yeah.
Now you've got a lot of videos up here, so obviously you guys have been really busting it out. What brought y'all together? I mean, it's just we were talking off air how you've got a single act that you do that you're that you're working on. What if you're doing a single act? What made you want to get a band together and go that route?
Well, I was already in a band called Mojo Dragonfly, which we also had done a gig here at the Radio Bar last year. And everybody in that band wanted to kind of go off and do different projects that they had in mind as well. And so I got together with Alvaro Torres, and he and I just hit it off amazingly right away. We had just had an instantaneous chemistry. Instantaneous. As soon as he played a note and I played a note, we put them together. It was amazing.
It was music.
Yeah, it felt great. And then he brought in his wife, Jennifer Torres, and she started playing keyboards and guitar and singing with us. And then from there, we started looking for a drummer, and we had a drummer for a couple of gigs, but he had previous commitments. So now we have Nelson Serrano on the skins. So I think we finally have it.
Cool. Well, we're going to check out one of your originals. Now, you wrote it, obviously. Mm-hmm. Did you write both music and the lyrics, or was it
this one I did.
Yeah. Okay.
And this one's more of a country song, but I wanted a country song that was a little bigger than your average country song, more of like a Ray Price overture. And I wanted it to be more, instead of a cry in your beer song, I wanted it to be more of an emancipation song where you're leaving it's your last heartbreak. You're leaving it all behind. That's it. And now, you get on with your life and you do the things that make it good.
Yeah, it's the last heartbreak till the next heartbreak.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So normally the way it works.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about guys. We get knocked down and we stand up, dust ourselves off, and get knocked right to hell back down.
Sure.
All right, let's check it out, guys. 4X, Mr. Fred Chandler, Last Heartbreak.
Tennessee crystal moon. But there's nothing I wouldn't do. I was living the dream with you. It all went away when you left. I heard a door slam. Seemed like a million miles away. You'll be the last heartbreak I'll ever know. Let's hear the words I've
Coming to you live here from the Party Pirate 102.1, Mr. Fred Chandler and his lovely, lovely lady here. Yeah, I know. Well, I can't. All right, never mind. Patty.
It's okay, Oz. Go ahead.
And they're 4X, and they're here doing Artist Hour with us, and I'm liking it. I like to ask, what was, it was just you were looking for the song, but why the last Heartbreak? I mean, what was it that struck in your mind? Can you just, sit down and say, okay, I need to write a song. Here's the song.
Oh, probably was suffering some sort of ass kicking from some lady at that point, so I figured it would be a great way to, do the healing process.
Well, now you're married, so you ain't got to worry about the heartbreak.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh, wait, I've been married 26 years. Yeah, there's still heartbreak there, but, it's repairable.
Yeah, they're over by Tuesday, though.
Yeah. Now, like I said, obviously you've been out here busting butt because you got videos all over YouTube. And guys, all you got to do is go to YouTube and go to 4X Fred Chandler, and you can check them out. That's what we're doing. And they're going to be here Saturday night here at 2806 East Bush Boulevard. And they're bringing the violin. Oh, hold on here. Oh, they're wanting to know if there's any woodwinds, such as saxophones.
Interesting. I'm really excited that you asked that question because I just purchased one for myself. Brand
She
new.
won't have it by Saturday.
I won't have it Saturday. Oh, well, I could bring it, but I won't be blowing on it.
That's right.
Kind of, you bring it and just leave it sit in the corners to watch or something.
There you go. It's like Elvis's jacket or what Cannonball Adderley's saxophone in the corner, right? On tour.
Now, so when you get it, Patty, are you going to be joining the band?
I don't know yet. I don't think so. I think I'll do something on my own.
Ah, cool. Well, we got listeners out there that like sax, likes violins, likes music. Trailer Trashy's been around a while, and he sends me some requests that I wonder where he gets them from, but some of them he sends me I really, really like. So, yeah, he is an aficionado. He doesn't stick with one genre.
Right.
So he loves it all. Now, you got your rehearsal tonight. You're playing Saturday night. Is this what you do for a living, or you got
For the most part, yes.
Yeah?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, I've met quite a few, and I've had some fantastic people in here, don't get me wrong, and I've met quite a few of them that have day jobs, and they do it for fun. To do this for a living, is that adding stress?
Sometimes. Most of the time, it's still fun, though. I've been doing it long enough to where I'm pretty confident with myself and everything, and I've got good teams of people.
Yeah, especially your manager.
Yeah, exactly. But she's actually the most talented person I work with, so yes.
Thank you, honey.
Never mind, I'm going to be nice. All right. We're going to get back to some more music here because I want to hear this next song because it's also one of the staples. You hear it, you know who does it. And like we were talking before, if you don't get it right, everybody knows it.
Right.
So, guys, this is 4X, Mr. Fred Chandler, doing a cover of One of These Nights by the Eagles. Let's check them out. 102.1. Listening to 4X. This is Fred Chandler and his lovely wife Patty here with us. And I'm digging it, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And they are going to be here Saturday night, which is the 21st, and be playing live here. Hold on, I got to start this. We're going to be looking up some more music. Now, like Patty was just saying, you all are seasoned musicians. How long have you been playing, and how many instruments do you actually play?
If I own it, I can play it.
If you own it, you can play it.
Yeah, if it's in my house, I'll learn it. Mostly stringed instruments, but I play some keyboards and I play banjo family, dobro family, mandolin family, guitar. So
yeah, because I'm sitting there watching you on stage during the video, and you're standing in front of a keyboard most of the time while you're playing. I mean, are you multitasking back and forth?
Yeah.
And you also have a keyboard player.
Yes. Actually, I'm going to probably drop the keyboard a little bit so that I have more room to bring out electric cellos and things like that, and banjos.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And the great thing about Jennifer in the band, Jennifer Torres, she plays the keyboard and she can play the guitar and sing.
Oh, yeah.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, hey, we got it all.
That always helps. That always helps.
And a wonderful human being. Really, both her and Alvaro have been a godsend for sure.
All right, now we got some more music coming at you. We got, once again, you're covering some of my favorite songs.
Thanks. Well, that's cool.
You know, Bridge of Sighs, Eagles, Aqualung. What drives you to want to cover a song? There's millions of songs out there that have been around forever. Why are you covering these?
Well, I try to be a little off the beaten path anyway. It's just the way I am. I don't. When everybody else is going out to buy that big giant album, I'm buying things that I just like. I don't care about the big superstar stuff. I care about things I actually like. If I actually like it, then that's great to me. You know what I mean? So, and Jethro Tull is definitely one of those wonderful artists that you just couldn't help but love, especially growing up. Oh yeah, definitely. I did a hour's worth of Jethro Tull a couple months back. Mm-hmm. It was a really great show. If you're not a Jethro Tull fan, you only hear Cross-Eyed Mary, Aqualung on the radio because that's all they play. Thick as a brick.
Yeah, and thick as a brick.
Yeah.
Heavy horses. You don't hear it. So that's one of the reasons I love doing this. Because I can play music that I remember that, from a band that was one of my favorites that you don't normally hear, even on the classic rock and roll stations.
Right. You'll hear the same 3 or 4 from that band, and that's what you got. Whereas the bands when we were growing up were amazing.
Absolutely.
You bought a Jethro Tull album, you bought a Kansas album, you bought a Led Zeppelin, you bought Robin Trower, Frank Marino, and Mahogany Rush.
Oh, yeah.
Because you liked the artist. You didn't care about the one song.
Yeah.
You listened to the whole platter because it just totally blew you away. A whole album to you felt like a song because it was so good. Yeah.
And Fred, you are dating yourself. They're CDs now.
Yes.
Oh, trust me. I own plenty of albums. Trust me. All right, guys, we're going to check this one out. Let's see if Fred and the guys and the girls can get it right. A little Aqualung.
As he bends to pet the dog, and he goes down his feet. Feeling alone in the armies of the road. Salvation all alone and a cup of tea. I grew along, my friend. Can't you start away uneasy? Your balls hard, can't you see it's only me? Do you still remember December's foggy breeze, where the ice that clings onto your feet makes you scream in agony? There's a big rattling mattress with deep sea diver sound, and the bones of like madness in the street. Sun streaking cold, and an old man wandering lonely, taking time the only way you know. Leg hurting bad as he bends to pick the dog in. He goes down to the bog in a water seat. Feeling alone and the enemies of that road. Salvation all mode and a cup of tea. I go along, my friend, don't you start away uneasy. Your balls hard, can't you see it's only me?
We're listening to Mr. Fred Chandler, 4X, along with his lovely wife, Patty. Now, Fred, let me ask you a question. All right. Aqualung, Jethro Tull, Ian Anderson. When you're doing a song, I mean, Ian Anderson has one of them voices. As soon as you hear it, you know, ding, that's Ian Anderson. So when you're playing a cover of Ian Anderson, does it take a certain effort not to try to sound like?
Yeah, I kind of do that anyway. I try to cover enough of the analogous talent that I'm listening to so that you can identify with it, but I don't want to sound like I'm directly mimicking. I'm a human being, not a parrot.
Well, true, but I mean, the only time I really ever sing is when I'm in the car alone, because I can't carry a tune in a bucket. But you know, if that song was to come on, I would try. You know, it would automatically come out of me. You know, to try to sing with that accent. I was just curious whether, you know, it's a conscious thing not to.
Well, his voice is easy. It's an easy voice for me, that's for sure. It's right in my range. It's right in my timbre. It's kind of the way my voice is set up too, you know.
All right, I'm looking for Running Down a Dream here.
And I do want to make sure that people know, like, that version of that song was actually the band that I'm finishing up with, Mojo Dragonfly. That was actually from last Saturday night at the Sandbar in Newport Richey. So I just want to give a shout out to those guys too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got to share the love.
Because that was the band on that, and I didn't want to have people perceive that it was any different.
Well, and now are you going to do that here Saturday night?
Probably not.
No?
No.
But soon.
I could do it acoustically.
I think acoustic, acoustic works.
Yeah.
We've had some bands that come in and they've brought instruments, and they've done. In fact, last week with the young lady that's playing Friday night, Christy Massey, she did all her songs right here acoustically, just me and her sitting in here, and it was a great show, and we had a good time.
I would imagine, yeah. I love that.
Now, we're going to do some Running Down the Dreams by Tom Petty. And like I was telling you off air, I actually had Charlie Souza, who was the bass player on the first album.
Cool.
He never caught royalties or anything, or he never even got put on the album, because when they recorded it, it was about a year before they released it, and he had to go out and make a living, sort of like you. I mean, you can't just sit there on your heels. You get paid.
Bills come every month, whether you're famous or not. Absolutely.
Yeah, Bills and Charlies and Johns and Rogers and everybody else who want their money.
Yes, that's the truth.
So you got to get out there. You got to make money. But Charlie was a great gentleman, and I really had a blast with him. Just like I'm having a good time with you guys.
Hopefully he's still out there playing.
Oh yeah, he is. He's actually started another band.
Great.
I saw it on Facebook not too long ago, and maybe we have to get him back in here. I'll have to talk to the owners, see if we can't get Charlie up back in here and let him play.
That's awesome.
All right, now we got Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Running Down a Dream. All right, let me ask you this: out of the covers that you do, is there a favorite that you walk on stage thinking, I will play this song every time you walk on stage? I mean, everybody has a set playlist, but with your repertoire and your amount of covers that you've got, you're not doing the same 10, 12, 15 songs every time. But is there one song that we're going to go play, and we're going to play this song?
I can tell you the most requested song for Fred to do that I've seen is Bridge of Sighs.
Yeah, which is funny, because when I first learned it, I thought I was the only guitar geek in the world that was going to like that song. And I've been amazed at how many people identify with that song. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. I was 4 out of 5 out of the children. I had 2 older brothers, an older sister, and a younger brother. Mm-hmm. And, my older brothers were at least 5 years or more ahead of me. So I grew up listening to Tower Power, mm-hmm. Robin Trower, of course, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, and that kind of, dribbled down to me from my older brothers.
Right.
And, it helped shape what I like musically.
Absolutely.
You know, and as I've grown older, I love hard rock. I love hard head banging rock, and I love the Eagles and Robin Trower. It's just, you know, nowadays there are no quote unquote genres anymore. I mean, if you're listening to country music, you're listening to rock and roll. If you're listening to rock and roll, you're listening to hip hop. I mean, it's the lines are gone.
Right.
Anything and everything goes. You know, so growing up as a kid, I mean, were you as far diverse as you are here playing?
Yeah, I was always into a lot of different stuff. You know, pretty much my musical span is about 500 years. 500 years ago to about 5 minutes ago. If I like it, I like it. And that's just all there is. If it sounds good, I'm going to like it. You know, I'd like everything from classical and jazz and like big band music to death metal to new age music to straight up flat out country. You name it. If it's good, I'll own the CD. If I like your music, if you can play, write, perform, sing, and you do 3 of those things well, I will buy all your albums and listen to your whole album.
All right. I always love to ask this question. You need downtime. You're going to go get a loan. You're going to walk in, leave the idiot box off, and you're going to put in some music so that you can sit down and just let your mind clear and relax. Who's it going to be?
Probably some of the mellower stuff by Devin Townsend, which I also like his death metal stuff too.
Right.
But if I'm going to relax, yeah, the mellower stuff that Devin Townsend does, Michael Hedges, John Coltrane.
Wow, you are diverse.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of different stuff. Joni Mitchell, it can be anywhere. All these, because I like a lot of mellower things too. You're right. You can't just be balls to the walls constantly.
Oh yeah, I mean.
But when I am. You know.
Well, we're going to find out because we're going to be running down a dream right about now.
Everything was possible.
Oh, yeah. Now, Party Pirate 102.1 FM. I'm watching this, Fred. You ain't staying on stage. You're all over the place. And you're beating the hell out of that guitar. That was pretty good. Now, you know, and I'm going to ask this question. I know the answer to it, so does everybody else. But when you're doing a gig, you're up there on stage, you're watching your audience. And if you don't see toes tapping, fingers snapping, you know you're not getting through to them. So if that's what's going on, what do you do? Do you stick to your playlist? Look, this is what we've been doing. We're going to stay here. Or can you switch it up and change?
Well, solo-wise, it's a lot easier to do that because I don't have to drag all the other mortal souls on stage with me in that decision. Most of the time we're pretty good. You know, most of the time when we set up a song list, it ends up doing all right. So I've been pretty lucky in that area.
And you know, a couple of these videos, you can see the audience, and they're digging what you're doing. How much of a thrill is that? I mean, you're on stage, you're up there, you know, you're rocking out, and people are really getting it and really digging what you're doing. I mean, you're doing it to make a living, but how much of a thrill is it to think to yourself, man, these people are liking what we're doing?
Yeah. Well, when you see them over and over again, that's what you want. I mean, obviously. And I've made a lot of great friendships. That's the great thing about music, is it's not just me slinging tunes at people. It's how they're affected by it. And it's another conversation that they're understanding. They're understanding what my guitar or my instruments are saying. They want that. They want to have that kind of conversation in their own, in their own minds, right, and stuff, and in their own souls. And it's cool when that happens, because it's so funny, because I'll come off from the stage after doing, a set, and people will be talking to me like it was just a continuation of what we just played.
Right.
And that kind of freaks me out. I'm like, wow, they really understood more. And sometimes, too, when you think they're not listening, that's when they're listening most. Because they're sitting there really soaking it in.
Right.
More so.
Yeah, and they're not sitting there having a conversation with the person next to them.
I remember seeing Frank Marino one time, and I don't think I breathed for the first 20 minutes of the show.
That's like me. That's like me and Rush.
Yeah.
Rush was is my.
Oh, I love him. And
yeah.
It's funny because a lot of these bands I appreciate more now than when I was younger. Rush is one of those bands. I think they're amazing, and I think their later albums are incredible, like Vapor Trails and I just love that band. And you're right.
That band is only 3 guys, and if you just listen to them on the radio, you'd never know it if you didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
They are damn near a full orchestra from the sounds of it. You know?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to do, we got time for 2 more songs. We're going to do a little bit of Journey.
Okay. This is Jennifer singing. She does an amazing job on it. We do kind of a little different version, and the slide solo at the end, I was really happy with the slide guitar solos.
All right, guys, 4X, Mr. Fred Chandler and his lovely wife, Patty, sitting in here at the Party Pirate 102.1.
My dad was not, my mother was. I wanna die. So we try.
Yes, you're listening to Artist Hour here at Party Pirate 102.1 FM with 4X, Mr. Fred Chandler, and his lovely, lovely Mrs. Patty. And 4X is going to be here Saturday night, starting about 9:30. And let me cancel that.
With a big giant wedding, or no, wait,
birthday party. Yeah, we're going to be having a birthday party right here. And come on down, join us, and check them out live. In person, live is always so much better than recorded and everything else. So come on down, check us out. And we got time for one more song, guys. And having a female singer, does that change some of your choices for songs?
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
she does all the really cool stuff that I can't go near.
You know, because we're going to do a little bit of Fleetwood Mac Dreams. And, of course, everybody knows between Chrissy McVie and Stevie Nicks, yeah, that'd be kind of hard for you to get to.
Yeah, I do all the Engelbert Humperdinck stuff, and she does everything else.
Okay.
It's real easy.
If you're playing Engelbert Humperdinck, play that the first song. That way, if I'm 15 minutes late, I can come in and miss it.
Okay. Watch me do his 25-minute opus or something.
Yeah, let's not go there. All right, guys, you are listening to Mr. Fred Chandler, 4X, who's going to be here Saturday night. This one, it's a little Fleetwood Mac cover called Dreams.
And I'm playing violin.
Oh, okay, cool.
Still
That's Freddie on violin.
Oh, yes, guys. You're listening to WPRN-DB. This is Artist Hour. Now, we've got Fred in here and Patty from 4X. And we've been playing off of YouTube today because that's where we were playing off of. But you can go and it's 4X Fred Chandler on YouTube. Or you can go where, Patty?
You can go to Facebook, www.facebook.com
Right.
// 4X Fred Chandler, and you can go into the events, and there's about 20 events. We're booked all of July, most of August, and even into September. We hope to see you at some local venues. We live out in Lutz. We know Whiskey Willie's and ukuleles are prime spots, and we got Rock Harley Saloon too.
And you're going to be here Saturday night.
We're going to be here Saturday, 9:30. Well, we'll be here earlier, but you guys can come hear our music, 9:30. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a show that's going to be full of fun and excitement, not just with the band. There's birthday parties and events happening that you really don't want to miss.
And 5 or 500, the party's always on right here at the Radio Bar and Grill. First time through the door, you're a patron. Second time, you're a family member. So come on up, become part of the family, and we're going to be rocking and rolling. Guys, thank you very, very much.
Well, thank you. This has been great.
And I had a great time with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you Saturday night.
Yeah, you going to be here?
Oh, yeah, I'll be
Great.
here.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Great.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. My time is done. On behalf of 4X and myself, we wish you all blue skies, dry roads, no red lights. Y'all, we're up, we're out.
These ones without cameras.
Yeah, at least ones without the cameras. Y'all keep the rubber side down.
That's right.
For those about to rock, a little bit more AC/DC, and then Storm's going to be in the house 7 to 9. Make sure you tune in then, and Mr. Shelby Suggs 9 to 11 on Hospitality Night. If you're a hospitality worker, come on up, ladies. It's also Ladies Night. $5 pictures for you. Come on up, join us. Like I said, 5 or 500. Party's always on right here at Party Pirate. Y'all be good. See you tomorrow.